the challenge in the way in which Canada approaches it is that you have to get into the mind of the accused.
Torch marches, Nazi salutes, and Confederate flags. For many, these are clear examples of hate and should be charged as hate crimes. But that's not always the case. And there's a high threshold that must be met for police to go down that road.
The simple act of putting up a hate sign is one thing, but you then have to prove that they actually intended to foster hatred. And so that becomes a really challenging thing.
Take the investigation of a Confederate flag found flying over a cemetery. Calgary police issued a lengthy release explaining just that, appearing to set expectations early in that investigation.
Ultimately, if you're going to lay a charge in terms of, say, willful promotion of hatred or that, you have to get the Attorney General of Canada's office to approve it.
But in some jurisdictions, like Montreal, it's even more difficult because it doesn't have a dedicated hate crimes unit, something a motion heading to council next week hopes to change.
So we want to ask the police force to be especially vigilant at this time, because we do not want a similar incident to be repeated. There's the carnage that happened in Georgia. We don't want it to happen here to Asian Canadian women and men.
As for that case of an Atlanta man allegedly killing 8 people, 6 of them of Asian descent, and whether it's a hate crime, U.S. states have their own criminal codes in addition to federal law. And there is separate legislation that allows for charges of crimes motivated by hate if police choose to. As far as the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms is concerned, King says the Supreme Court has purposely set the bar very high on hate in order to protect freedom of expression rights. In Calgary, Jonathan Muma, City News.